When we look at the scriptures, it becomes clear God's people have always been sustained. Whether it was famine, hardship, or disease, those who trusted in the Lord found refuge. That hasn't changed, and it won't change. Because when your trust is in the Lord, you are secure no matter the season. It's easy to say, "I trust God," when everything is going well. When life is smooth and all our plans seem to be falling into place, we feel confident. But what about when life takes a turn? When we face uncertainty, when things don't go as planned, this is where true trust in God is tested. To trust God means surrendering our plans, our timing, and even our understanding to His will. It means saying, "Lord, I don't have all the answers, but I trust that you do. I trust that your ways are higher, your plans are better, and your timing is perfect." Proverbs 3:5 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." That's the challenge, to not lean on what we think is best, but to lean on Him. Sometimes we are led straight into storms, not because we are off course, but because God wants to reveal something to us that we can't learn any other way. Remember, Jesus led His disciples into storms not once, but twice. In both instances, they feared for their lives, yet Jesus was right there with them. They weren't in the storm because they were doing something wrong. They were in the storm because they were following Him. And through that, they saw His power in a way they never had before. The same is true for us. God sometimes leads us straight into the storm to strengthen our faith, to grow us, and to remind us that He is in control even when things feel chaotic. As it says in Nahum 1:3, "The Lord has His way in the whirlwind and in the storm." So don't avoid the storm. Trust that God is in the middle of it, working all things for your good. In moments of fear, remind yourself of this. God is with you. He has never left your side, and He never will. Isaiah 43:2 says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and when you walk through the fire, you will not be burned." That's a promise. God is walking with you through every fire, every flood, and every trial. You are never alone. So today, trust Him with the outcome. Whatever you're facing, however overwhelming it seems, remember that the battle is not yours, it's God's. He is with you in the storm, and He's already working out the victory on your behalf. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." The situation you're in right now is temporary, but the lessons, the growth, and the strength you gain through it are eternal. Your storm will pass, but God's faithfulness remains forever. So today, focus on what never changes. God's love for you, His presence with you, and His promise to never leave you. Let that be the foundation that gives you strength. Don't focus on the uncertainty of the world around you. Focus on the certainty of God's goodness. And remember, God has already written the end of your story. We may not know all the details, but we do know who holds the future. So stand firm in faith, knowing that the God who began a good work in you will bring it to completion. Keep your eyes on him. Trust him through every storm. And let his peace guard your heart today and always.